Hey there, it's Terra Milo here, and I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm doing an online marketer's response to the new Taylor Swift album. This is so funny. But the reason I'm doing this is because with the release of her new album, Folklore, I learned a lot of things that apply to an online business. So in this video, I'm going to tell you some of the lessons I learned. There won't be a lot of song reviews, but a lot of things that we can take for our life, for our business, stuff like that from the release of this album, which I think is really fun and cool. And the reason for this video, the kind of inspiration for this video is that since the album came out, the first day or two, I tried to listen to it and it was just too sad. I couldn't handle it, so I couldn't listen to it. I was trying it on random, and for some reason that it just was too sad for me. So the next day I listened to it straight through, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that was better. And you're gonna hear me gush about the album a lot because it is an absolute masterpiece. Like, it is so incredible. And so I'm kind of obsessed with it. So I've been watching some YouTube videos of like the lyric videos and her music video for Cardigan. And then YouTube is feeding me other videos. And one of those topics is so-and-so's response to Taylor Swift's new album, Folklore. And I was like, this is a thing? Like, there's a subgenre of YouTube videos that are people's response to her album. So I'm making my own response video. But I've listened to a bunch of them. Like, there's a music producer's response. There's a poet's response, a pianist, piano player, response to the album, a couple of fangirls. These are just some of the videos that I've watched. So they actually play the whole album. So you listen to the album with them, and then they talk about the songs from their area of expertise. So the poet is talking about the lyrics, and the producer is talking about, of course, the music production. I don't know about production. I know about copywriting, so I'll talk a little bit about that in this video. But yeah, it's kind of cool to see people's different perspective. And then the fangirls were really cute because they styled their hair the same way she does in her music videos. And it was really cute. I thought about doing that, but I've got a little purple in my hair right now, and I like the purple, so I'm leaving my hair like this. So let's dive into some of the lessons. So that's the first lesson, is if you want to make a video about something and put it on YouTube, go for it. Like, making a response to somebody's album is a whole thing on YouTube. And these videos are getting 100,000 views, 500,000 views, so many views. Like, people are really into this thing. So you never know what is gonna blow up and become really popular. So if you want to make videos, make videos. Actually, a friend of mine, kind of my business partner, she has a course or a challenge about how to make videos. It's a 30-day video challenge. I took her challenge. It taught me a lot about how to make videos. So if you want that, I'll put the link down below. That's the only thing I'm plugging in this video, is her video challenge, because it really helped me get confident on video, and it has helped hundreds, maybe even thousands of people get confident and start making videos. Anyway, okay, let's get back to Taylor's album. Okay, do I need to say how much I love it? I don't know. I think it's pretty clear. It is so amazing. But one of the things I really loved is I was kind of looking at it and seeing how it came together like this it was all about collaborations. She found people who have skills that she admires, and she partnered up with them. So if you ask me who my favorite band is, I wouldn't say Taylor Swift. It's just really funny. But my favorite band is The National, and she partnered up with a couple of the guys from The National, and they wrote the lyrics, they did the music, they did the production, all of that kind of stuff. Like, she partnered up with them because they have a sound that she thought was right for this album. So she collaborated with them. And I saw artists across Instagram saying, hey, Taylor Swift partnered up with my friend this, my friend that. And she got a lot more attention for the album from people who might not normally be plugging her album, because she made those collaborations and those partnerships with people who are not directly in her genre. Like, Taylor Swift and the National are completely different. But they came together and made this album, and it is the combination of the National and Taylor Swift, which is one of the reasons I love it so much. But anyway, those collaborations were key. So if there's someone that you feel like partnering up with, reach out to them. If it's something that is just totally different from your area of business, those kind of collaborations are really cool because their whole audience is going to talk about the work that you do, and your audience is going to hear about the work that you do. And that cross messaging is going to be really, really great for your business. So like I partner up with people because I teach technology and marketing, and I take some courses and stuff like that where we learn about something cool, like how to host an online challenge, but there's not that piece around technology and marketing. So you learn how to do this thing, but you don't learn how to actually do it with the technology. So I make partnerships with people to do what I'm good at, which is teaching technology. And then they teach this whole other concept that they're really good at, like running a challenge, or growing a coaching business or whatever it is. But that partnership really works because I bring something to the table that they need. And that's what she did with this album. She found people who bring something to the table that she wanted on this album. And just really, really cool. So partnerships are awesome. And with that, she was able to create a masterpiece. Like there are songs on this album that make me cry because they're just so beautiful. Like they're not even relevant to me, but it's a beautiful piece of art. And I'm like, oh, I can't even believe this exists. Like it's just so cool. And it feels really authentic. It's really stripped down piano, kind of jazzy, folky, of course, it's folklore. But what she's doing there is she's telling stories. So she explained in one of her posts the inspiration for this album was, she got little imagery and little ideas about some stories that she wanted to tell. And so it's really authentic writing, copywriting, and stories. And that's what hits us. There is one song on the album where I'm like, she reading my journal from a few years ago? And that's what people like. So when you're writing copy for your business, it feels so weird to talk about an album and business. But anyway, I think that's what's making this kind of fun. But when you're writing copy, you're telling stories. And that's what really strikes people's heart. And that's when they go, she knows about me. She knows what I'm going through. She's in my head. And then we connect and we go, yeah, this is a good thing for me. And that's what strikes us with songs, with music, is that we hear part of it and we relate to it. When we do copywriting in our business, we want to tell some good stories and make it really relatable. So that was one of the things that I thought was really cool about the writing specifically. And one of my clients that I was working with is a copywriter, and I gave her a bunch of homework, and a lot of it is really monotonous stuff. And I was like, okay, I have an advice for you. Put on the Taylor Swift album and just do this monotonous work. You'll love it because it's copywriting, and like that's her business, and the writing of this album is really, really special. It's magical. Okay. And then the other thing she did, which was really fun and a good example for us, is she just released it. She didn't wait for the perfect timing. There is no perfect time right now. We're all in quarantine. We're all in, this pandemic. Nobody's happy about it. And she's like, stuff's going on, but I believe in this album. I love it. I want it to get out in the world. And she put it out there. She didn't get caught up in perfectionism. I mean, I don't know what went on behind the scenes, but there wasn't a lot of time for her to write this album and produce it and the music and all that stuff. She was supposed to be on tour here. I was supposed to see her in Lisbon a couple weeks ago. So everything changed, and she put together this thing and she released it. She didn't get caught up in perfectionism. She didn't wait for the right time. She just said, this is cool. I want you to have it. And she put it out there. There wasn't a lot of promotion ahead of time because it was like Thursday. There was an Instagram story that said, hey guys, I've got an album coming out tomorrow. Hope you like it. Boom, there it was. And normally you do some promotion and people have a release date and albums drop on Tuesdays and whatever. She doesn't play by the rules. She's like, nope, I made this, it's for you, here it is. And that is so cool. So if you have something in your business, an offering that you believe people want and need and will help them and will serve them, put it out there. Don't get caught up, don't get stuck, just put it out there. Let us have it. Let us have it. And then in the next video, like the next day on her Instagram stories, she had absolute unbridled joy upon releasing this album and people liking it. The critical review of this album is off the charts. Like, people love it. The critics love it. The fans love it, of course. And like I said, people in different genres are really admiring this album. And she was so happy and excited. And she was like, I was on the phone squealing with my manager all night. Like, she's excited about that. And she shares that with us. That authenticity really, I love that authenticity. I think that's what she does really well. She's excited about stuff and she lets us know about it. She lets us know when she's upset about something. So she does a really great job of feeling joyful and allowing herself to feel joyful and being excited and happy about something that she's created and given to us. So I really loved that. I hope that's a lesson. Like, the lesson is to hear when people like our work, they appreciate us, hear that, you know, that feedback and celebrate it. Be happy when you create something new and amazing that people really love. Let's be happy about that stuff. Now, there is one temptation, and so that's all like the really, really good stuff, good lessons from this album. The one temptation that I felt was to beat ourselves up for not releasing an album during a pandemic. Let's not beat ourselves up about anything. Instead, be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Her journey, her story is that she got inspired, she wrote an album, she put it out there, and we are better for it. That's what happened. But not all of us have the energy, the mental space, the time to do something like that. So don't beat yourself up if you don't do something grand like this. Instead, just look for the lessons, look for the things that you want to bring into your own life and your business, and just look for the good things. And if you do have something, don't hold back. Like I said, don't get caught up in perfectionism. Don't worry about the timing. Just get it out there. Let us have it. But if you don't have something right now, it is okay to survive the pandemic. Like, if all you do is survive this, that is perfectly fine. So don't fall into that trap of like, Taylor Swift announced, released a whole album. What have I done? A lot of us are just surviving. So let's do that and not beat ourselves up. So that's it for me. I know this video is long, but trust me, it is not as long as most of the response to the album videos, because like I said, you listen to the whole album with the person while they talk about it. I'm not going to put you through all of that. Oh, I could tell you though, my favorite songs on the album is Exile, #1, with Bon Iver. Oh boy, that was magical. That one was really incredible. A little bit of, I can relate. Let's just say that. So Exile was amazing. The One is really cute and fun, and I really like it. That one's really jazzy and cool. And I love Mirror Ball. I like a lot of the songs on the album, but those are probably my top 3. So let me know in the comments what you learned or your favorite song from the album. If you don't even like Taylor Swift, I do encourage you to give it a try. It's really different. It's really, really cool. I'm not the biggest Taylor Swift fan, like I said. Like, I do really like everything she puts out, but I'm not like, when does she have an album? It's cool. Yeah, try to listen to the album. It's really, really neat. And I would love to hear from you in the comments your takeaway from this video, like your lesson, what you learned from it, and or your favorite song from the album. Let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.